Elon Musk is the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, who plans to colonize Mars and is afraid to become a pet with artificial intelligence. But that's not all. In fact, companies in which Musk plays a role cover almost all industries and global problems of mankind, trying to revolutionize each of them. Let's take a look at Elon Musk's top 8 projects designed to change lives around the world. Solar energy is an energy product designed to eliminate our dependence on fossil fuels. Musk offered the concept to his cousin in 2004, and in 2016 he bought the company out of bankruptcy through his company Tesla. Musk's idea was for Tesla owners to be able to charge their cars with Tesla's Powerwall batteries, which store solar energy from the roof of Tesla solar roofs. Besides supplying solar panels to car owners, the company supplies them to large companies, but not everything is smooth. Thus, several panels caught fire on the roofs of Walmart and Amazon's, causing both companies to end their relationship with Tesla. However, the company won the tender to build the Hornsdale Power Reserve in Australia and was able to build it in less than 100 days. Additionally, it has implemented its AutoBidder platform in Australia, which operates as a trading robot on the spot electricity market. When the price of kilowatt hour is low, it recharges its batteries. When the price rises sharply above normal during peak hours, it sells energy. Tesla recently requested a license from an electricity supplier in the UK, rumored to have an AutoBidder there. But sales of solar roofs for charging Tesla's electric cars are still rather sluggish. Founded in 2003, Tesla, the Musk Car Project, it involves creating cars of the future that not only run on cleaner energy, but also drive on their own, with or without their owner, making additional money for the owner. Tesla Roadster was created with money from PayPal. Then there was Tesla's Model S, which became the Car of the Year in 2013 and Car of the Century in 2015, as well as best-selling electric car in the world in 2015 and 2016. Then there was the Model X crossover, Model 3, and the Tesla electric semi, Model Y, and finally, the Cybertruck. To produce the last 2 models, Musk will build a new factory, Gigafactory. Despite the ridicule, the Cybertruck will go on sale with almost no design changes. The body of the Tesla Cybertruck is made of high-strength steel, which uses in the design space of rocket company SpaceX. Elon Musk assures that this material is not afraid of sledgehammer strikes and shots from firearms. It will be able to overcome deep fords and to stay afloat for a while. To date, Tesla has collected over 500,000 applications for the model, which will be produced in 3 versions with 1, 2, and 3 electric motors. The price from $40,000 to $80,000, the power reserve from 400 to 800 kilometers respectively, maximum speeds from 177 to 210 kilometers, electric pickup trucks received an adaptive air suspension. Now, the length of the Tesla Cybertruck prototype is 5,885 millimeters, width of 2,027 millimeters, and a height of 1,905 millimeters. The size of clearance is 40 centimeters. As for autopilot, we've pretty much told you everything about it by the hints and the length. The only thing left to mention here is that Musk considers data transmission to be another problem. Every Tesla car on the road communicates with the company via AT&T LTE network, sending and receiving several gigabytes of data every month from software updates to driver data. This requires fast, all-access internet, and to provide it, Musk created Starlink. On to a project in the field of telecommunications. The idea of satellite internet is not new. Tried to implement it in the early 1990s, but when it did not work out because of the high cost of delivering satellites into space. But for Elon Musk, who has been working at it for over 18 years to make space flights as cheap as possible, this problem has become solved. The ambitious project involves launching about 12,000 satellites at different altitudes in Earth's orbit, which will provide internet access at speeds of up to 1 gigabyte per second and a delay of about 15 to 30 milliseconds. Currently, there are 420 satellites in orbit, and 120 more are due to be launched in June. Today, Starlink is the largest satellite internet service provider in the world. The next project is the transportation system of the future. The ideas of vacuum trains were first suggested by George Medhurst in 1812, but the first to convince people that it was a real possibility was Elon Musk in 2012. After calculating the feasibility of the ideas together with the engineers of SpaceX and Tesla, Musk said that a Hyperloop passenger can travel 50 kilometers in 2.5 minutes and only at a price of $20. The maximum speed in theory can reach amounts almost 1,000 kilometers per hour. This can change everything from logistics to the ability of anybody to work anywhere thousands of kilometers away from home. To date, the project has not been implemented, but there are test sites in Hawthorne and Las Vegas, and a test site is being built in Toulouse. Contracts have been signed for the construction of 10-kilometer highways in Dubai and Tunisia, and engineers have already managed to accelerate the Hyperloop test capsule to 450 kilometers per hour. But the project requires not only the capsule, but also cheap underground tunnels, and to build them, Musk founded The Boring Company. The infrastructure project, The Boring Company, which should solve two key problems: speed and cost of tunnels. Today, the cost of building a tunnel is about $1 billion per mile, but Musk plans to reduce this figure to about $100 million per mile. To do this, he minimizes the diameter of the tunnel, reducing its area by 4 times compared with a standard car tunnel. Such a reduction also has something that, among other things, the car will slide on special rails and not ride freely. The speed of movement in the tunnel with electric cars will be 200 kilometers per hour. The first commercial route will be 2 tunnels in Las Vegas, completed this spring. In the future, Tesla owners will be able to descend into the tunnels directly from their garage. Aerospace project SpaceX. The company's global goal is to make space travel accessible and not only build a base on the moon, but also colonize Mars. Elon Musk is sure that if mankind does not learn to survive on other planets, it will die out in the first global disaster or from overpopulation. But if we create sufficiently advanced space technology, we can not only survive, but also get settled on other planets. So, the entrepreneur plans to move 1 million people to Mars. And SpaceX is gradually moving towards this goal. First, creating the cheapest possible space technology. From the very beginning, the company was aimed at reuse the maximum number of missile technology and the development of its own engines, which, among other things, can use the fuel created on other planets, such as methalox, a combination of methane and oxygen. To produce methane, the company will collect CO2 from the atmosphere of Mars and extract water from its surface. This will make it possible to refuel missiles on their way back directly to the Red Planet. To get to Mars, Musk plans to use Starship, a manned ship with a carrying capacity of 100 tons. To launch the ship from Earth, we'll use heavy rocket carriers, Super Heavy, but from the surface of the Moon, and Mars Starship will fly itself. Musk sees the process and other use of Starship, namely the implementation of flights from one end of the Earth to the other. The entrepreneur is sure that he will be able to reduce the cost of such a flight to the price to an ordinary air ticket. But the first Japanese billionaire, Yusaku Maezawa, will fly to the moon around 2024. Meanwhile, SpaceX hopes to successfully return the astronauts sent to the ISS on May 30th by Crew Dragon. We've covered everything about this release in the video link in the hint. The 7th project is artificial intelligence. According to Elon Musk, little threatens us more than a developed artificial intelligence. An entrepreneur has created a company to study potential enemy, OpenAI. The goal of the project is an intensified and open research of artificial intelligence. To do this, the company attracts the best developers in this field and creates platforms to help other AI researchers better understand the machines they build. For example, the team created AI Gym, a toolkit for developing and comparing learning algorithms with reinforcements. The general concept of OpenAI is to make high-quality neutral network research open without any commercial restrictions. At the same time, the main task remains in the study of artificial intelligence security. To increase people's chances of competing with artificial intelligence, Elon Musk created his 8th project, Neuralink, a company that creates highly reliable, minimally invasive brain-computer interfaces designed to enhance the capabilities of the ordinary human brain. Ultimately, the goal of Neuralink is to raise the level of human intelligence and connect us to the digital world before artificial intelligence can surpass our abilities. But first, we want to help people suffering from stroke, neurodegeneration, cancer, spinal cord injuries, amputations, and dozens of other health problems. Neuralink has already developed the first generation of chips with ultra electrodes that will be implanted into the brain with laser precision using a special device. A total of 4 such chips will be placed in the brain, 3 in the brain area responsible for motor skills, and 1 in the somosensitory area responsible for the perception of external stimuli by our body. The chip will also connect to an inductance coil, which in turn will be connected to an external battery installed behind the ear. For the final version of the Neuralink, you will be able to connect wirelessly via Bluetooth. In this way, paralyzed people will be able to control their smartphones, computers, and advanced artificial limbs. The chip created by the company is expected to be clinically tested in humans by this year. If you look closely, each of these companies is not based on a revolutionary idea, but an old concept that was once defeated. In all countries, Elon Musk has managed to find successful ideas and develop tactics and technology to change the future of humanity. Like the video and let us know down below in the comments, what project do you consider the most promising of the future?